trying to see if any big bubbles come up.
We are live. We love being live with you guys. And I love starting off with a comment that's on the screen there from Liz. Liz has been hanging out with us as we're getting ready to go live. Kimberly's with us before it started. Apparently that's an event. But the comment on the screen, Liz wants to say thank you. And I think that's to the whole community. This community has helped me resolve a lot of lingering issues. Gone now. So wow. That's just wonderful news. Most of us, my lingering issues aren't all gone, but this community sure is helping me.
No doubt.
So we started just a couple minutes early, just so we can say hi to some of the people coming on here. I know Jewel Gazer says, I wish my issues were gone. We all do for our issues. But
gosh, don't we ever?
Yeah, we do. TD says, hi, Sexy Rexy and Sexy Adam. See, Sexy Rexy, it kind of goes along with it. That's just...
it does not go well with my name, trust me.
Adam is much more descriptive.
Yeah. Sexy Rexy. I've been calling Uncle Rex Sexy Rexy since I was like probably 9 years old.
Yeah, or younger.
Or even younger than that.
Maybe 2 or 3 when you could
Sexy Rexy. Because that's what all the girls that he was dating would say. Sexy Rexy.
Actually, those are the only people that did not call me that.
And the girls that you dated never called you Sexy Rexy. It was everybody else because it rhymed.
They must have known better or something. I don't know.
Please.
Okay.
I'm waiting for my hydrated water to finish. It's like 5 minutes and then I can drink it.
Okay. Well, let's start with this, Adam, since it's right on start time.
Are we at 3:00 yet?
On the nosy, 3:00 Mountain Time.
Oh, okay.
So people are on from the UK here, so that's probably 9-10 o'clock at night for them.
Cheerio. Is that a thing in the UK? I've never been to the UK. I want to go so bad.
Yeah. Let me go back up to the comment. Oh, here we go. I'll show Donna's. A couple of you have expressed this, so I'll put Donna's up. People are worried about us, or concerned is a better word, and it's all very loving and thoughtful. They're concerned about how we are, I think, mostly emotionally with the news of Tylee's remains being released. And so we appreciate all of that concern, and we share the concern for y'all too, because everyone that has heard of this case has been touched by that drama. And so I think there's a little similarity and ripple effect for everyone. Of course, being family members, and having known Tylee, that of course there are probably going to be more emotions. And then Adam and I are concerned about the family members that are that are closest to the fact. Adam's a little closer than I was. I've hung out with Tylee maybe a dozen times in her shortened life. Adam much more than that. His mom, of course, close to her. Colby, close to her. We're concerned about everyone, just because having the remains released just brings that all back to us, Adam, don't you think?
Yeah, it's when I got the news about that, it's kind of almost like the same feeling that I got when I got the news that Lori was in Arizona. It's kind of a gut punch because your brain just takes you back, when you get any kind of new news or something that's from this case. So yeah, that threw me for a little bit, but I'm definitely working through it. I know family members are also, working through it, and it's one of those things that we're going to have to continue to work through as Lori has her next case come up and we have to go relive that again. And then when Chad has his, we're going to have to relive that again. And it's just like one of those things that once it's all done, then I think we'll be able to start more fully healing. But during the time, I think, talking about it and, you know, like Rex said, bearing each other's burdens as we do as a group. I think this is a group that's been fantastic with that.
Yeah, we love you guys for that. Very, very supportive and loving. I have a little bit of I may break down and cry, but right now I have a little bit of I don't know what going on, respiratory thing.
Oh, I felt fantastic. If you would drink hydrogen water, Rex, and buy yourself a hydrogen bottle, you drink hydrogen water, your health would just keep getting better and better. It's amazing.
Did we get a new sponsor I'm not aware of? Did we start doing our own advertising?
Hydrogen water bottle company. There's no name on it, but it's on Amazon. $35. It will change your life. Now back to you, Rex.
Okay, well, let me show another comment on here from Kimberly. Sorry for y'all that missed the Facebook live event last night. That was very entertaining with Kimberly and Lindsay. And we found out a lot about, well, both of them, but Kimberly, we found out just before that started that she is quite an accomplished singer. She wouldn't sing for us on the live Facebook. But we found out quite a bit more during the evening. So thank you for hosting that. And it came because to celebrate the 1,000 members in the Facebook community, we certainly are thrilled about that, just because it seems like a milestone. It happened so quickly. But most importantly, Adam, what are your thoughts on the Facebook group? Again, not everyone's on it. Not everyone's on Facebook. Not everyone wants to be on it. But for those that are, what's your reaction to the whole experience on the Facebook group?
You mean the live last night with Lindsay and Kimberly talking about grits? I love grits. I don't know how you guys missed out on grits. I won't go into all the grits, but I do like grits. No, Kimberly started this thing on her own, and people ask Kimberly and Lindsay, how do you guys know Rex and Adam? And basically it was like they were part of the YouTube, watching us on YouTube. And, Kimberly was like, hey, I want to start a Facebook group because not everybody on YouTube, and the comments stop. And so she wanted to go to a place where people could continue to comment. Which I thought was great. She sent me that link, and I was like, a couple of days went by, and I was like, I don't know. And then I joined it. Then I made a post with me and Tylee on there. And then after that, we really started talking about it on our podcast. And, like you said, within a month or 2 months or whatever it was, we had 1,000 people joined it. And so it's become one of these things where every single day you can go on this Facebook group and you can be uplifted by some of the posts that people make, or you can be part of the helping somebody who's going through a really hard time. Somebody made a post a couple days ago about they were having a really dark moment, and the comments just started coming in and helping out this woman who made this post. And that is basically, in a nutshell, what the Facebook group is. It's I don't know, it's supportive, and it's fun, and the people on there's no trolls. So I think it's just everything about it's positive. When you think about Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, there's negative things going on all over the place, but this is the one place you can feel comfortable going in and not have to worry about, somebody hurting your feelings or somebody, taking a stab at you or judging you. Because, oh my gosh, so many people have talked about their personal lives on here and not worried about anybody judging them, which you just can't find that anywhere else. I've never seen anything like this Facebook group.
And I love, just for an example, the religious thing. Out in the normal, I guess, YouTube world or social media world, you bring up religion, oh my goodness, everyone has to weigh in and bicker about whose God is best, or whose religion is best. Back and forth, back and forth. Nothing like that on the Facebook group. People bring up religion. Oh, I love that. I love that tradition. I love learning about new religions, and people are so positive and supportive of each other. So it's really, really kind of not kind of, it is very enjoyable to have such a safe environment. And that's true right here too on our podcast, because the same people are commenting. Again, not everyone's in the Facebook group, but that's true of all the optimists. It's all the optimists that are like that. You see how few trolls there are in the comments on our YouTube. And not that we've had a lot of trolls anyway, but there were a few at the beginning. And, we found when we didn't give them any energy, they kind of went somewhere else to get their whatever fix that is when you sit back and you lob just hateful things to people, and you're looking for fight or for energy. When you don't get it, I guess you move on to someone somewhere else. So we love our entire group of optimists, the ones that are on the Facebook group, the ones that are just listening to our podcast, not watching, the ones that watch it, the ones that comment, the majority who do not comment, but they keep coming, keep listening. And obviously it's a majority that doesn't comment. So we love you all, not just the ones we get to know because you comment. Of course, we love them too, especially the people that volunteer to help us, like Lindsay, even though she's snowboarding right now, and Kimberly and Linda. We have two moderators this time, Adam.
Oh,
we have Anna moderating, as she's done a few times. Missy Holden has been trained by Anna and is helping to moderate, and will help us moderate as time goes on. We'll probably have one or two others as we go.
Okay. Well, let's backtrack real quick. If you want to get on our Facebook group and you're on Facebook, you can go to Tylee and JJ Silver Linings Podcast Community. That's where you are. You search for that. You come on. You can be with us on there. We are a day away from Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody, or 2 days away from Christmas. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. A lot of you are doing fun stuff, shopping and getting ready for your families. And we wish you a very Merry Christmas. To all of our optimists out there. We want to thank, like you said, thank all the people that have made comments and done that. Also with our podcast, you can like and share, and you can make a donation. It'll go to a foundation to buy people books. Rex and I have a book out. If you don't know about it, it's called Lori's Lies and Family Ties. And for people that can't afford the book, the foundation is paying for people to get the book. So if you want to donate, there's a donate button on YouTube that you can use that for. And we're also donating to other charities as well. So supposedly you're supposed to like and share. That's all I know. And this is a live, which means you can just send whatever questions you want. We'll do the best we can of answering it during this hour live. So we only got 47 minutes and 43 seconds left, Rex.
Okay, glad you're counting down. So before we lose much time, I want to bring this up because I have Kimberly's name on the screen, because she also sent us, Adam, to you and I. She sent this to you and I, but I think it's very appropriate for everyone here. The timing's wonderful. It's came the same time that Tylee's remains are being released. I'm wearing my Tylee and JJ T-shirt that I got at one of the events that Summer had there in Gilbert, Arizona, to honor Tylee and JJ. Quick side story on that. Some of you have heard this, I know, but that is where Nate Eaton and our family became the man. Nate was the reporter over in Hawaii that was following Lori and Chad, saying, "Where are your children? Where are your children?" So he became, to a lot of us, the face of the media. And we appreciate the hundreds, probably thousands of media people that have reported on the story. Adam and I have each done dozens of interviews. We appreciate those media people so much, because that's an important part of getting justice for Tylee and JJ. If the media is not paying attention to it, there's not as much emphasis on it. In fact, a side trip to this side trip.
I like it. You're living in my world right now. You're going down roads. I love it.
Hope I remember where I came back to. Oh, I do remember, because
you have it in your hand.
But when Brandon was shot out, at a while after, one of his friends that supported him, close friend, came out and talked to the media and said there's a whole group of them. They're just scared for their lives because, like you, Adam, they did not know, you did not know when Alex was just going to show up and kill people.
Right.
Okay. And they said they didn't get any relief from that feeling, from that fear, until the media picked up the story. And the fact that it put it in the spotlight made them feel a lot more safe, because someone's not as likely to commit such a horrific crime if there's a lot of media around it, a lot of attention to it. So the media played an important role in that for a lot of people. So back to the first side trip. So Nate became that person, kind of the face of the media for us. But really, for our family, he became a lot more when he called up Summer. We were having one of these memorial services from where I got this shirt. Nate Eaton called and asked Summer if he could come to the memorial service, and she politely declined, saying, "No, thanks. We don't want any reporters there. We don't want any media." And Nate said, "Well, what if I come and I don't report on? What if I come just to meet people, to get to know people?" And I don't think Summer said this to me, but I'm sure she is a little skeptical and probably said something, you know how Summer is, probably said something like, "Yeah, if you think you can do that, have at it." And he did. And he showed up and was just a wonderful, supportive part of the memorial service for Tyler and JJ. Didn't report on it. You didn't hear anything about it, that he was there, because that's the type of person he is. So I had to get on that trip on Nate Eaton, because we're talking about all the people that are supportive. Well, we got this, Adam, that I want to share with everyone, because all of us are concerned about getting justice for the victims. All of us are touched by the victims, that it's Tylee and JJ. So Kimberly went, I think, above and beyond. And in the letter that accompanied this, I like how she said it. I don't know what I did with the letter, but I'll just tell you the gist of it. And if you listened to Kimberly last night and got a sense of her sense of humor, you will understand this easily from the way I'm describing it.
She's funny.
So, she is funny. And she said, so what Kimberly did, let me see if I can share my screen and give you a better shot of this certificate.
I don't know if you can do it on StreamYard.
Well, I practiced it earlier.
You did?
I was on early practicing and everything.
Hey, so, you did preparation for this?
What is this? I have something on my screen that is protected health information for my wife's business. This is why I can't do things like this usually. Yeah. And I even practice this. Okay.
Well, just hold it up. Can you or no?
I wanted to get a good shot of it here.
Okay.
So let me try again.
Okay. Yeah, but Kimberly did. She did send something that it touched Rex so much yesterday when he was calling to tell me about it. He couldn't talk. He was in tears. So it definitely means something to us.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that, Adam.
Oh, was I not supposed to mention that?
No, that's fine. I don't mind if people know I cry. I just don't like it when I can't talk while I'm crying.
All right.
Okay. I hope you can see it.
Yes, we can see it.
This is what Kimberly sent us. She had a star registered in the name of Tylee and JJ. How cool is that? And in Kimberly's kind of warped, devious mind, she said, okay, Lori, checkmate. Because Lori called them dark, and that was part of her justification for murdering them.
Right.
And who's going to call kids dark? I mean, how do you even do that, especially your own children, when you know better?
Right.
And so Kimberly said, okay, so forever they will be lights above us that are shining on us. And this is so cool because you can get the app and you can find the actual star that is named in their name. So thank you, Kimberly, for this.
So awesome.
Yeah, just wonderful. Whew, I made it through that one without crying.
I like it. You're getting better. I like that.
I'm getting more callous.
Yeah.
But anyway, Kimberly's comment on there was when I was talking about religions and how people, we aren't nitpicking, we aren't at odds about religions. We don't bring up politics because in the what we're talking about, we don't care. We don't care about other people's politics, their religion, their stance on the social issues of the day. We have a uniting cause of helping each other through the stuff that happens in everyone's life. And we got Missy to cry, so that's cool.
Oh, good. At least somebody's crying. I cried earlier. We recorded a podcast with Denise for the second part of our podcast that's going to air on Tuesday, and she caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that. So it happens to all of us. Oh, by the way, next Friday we'll be doing a live broadcast, a live a Facebook Live on Friday. From where, Rex?
Not a Facebook Live. It's
no, sorry.
A regular live like this one.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's at 11 o'clock Mountain Time because we are attending, if those of you that remember Sarah, our guest a few weeks ago, who owns Goat Yoga in Gilbert, Arizona, Adam and I will be there at Goat Yoga with 13 of our friends, spouses, cousins, nieces, nephews, our family members are going to be part of the group. There's a big group there at Goat Yoga. Yeah. We're going to be doing our live from the actual Goat Yoga.
So that's next Friday. So be on the lookout for a live. If you've never experienced Goat Yoga, this may be your one shot.
It might be. And not only are there yogas, look at this. Helen, the Scottish llama. There are llamas there too. There are two of them. So there'll be goats and llamas, and cow hugging, I believe, is part of it. So
I do want to hug. I promise you, I want to hug a cow. I definitely will hug a cow. Not a llama. Llamas might be a little. Goats can be a little, but cows just sit there. They just let you love on them.
Okay. Well, don't badmouth llamas because Helen is billed as Helen the Scottish llama. So
sorry, Helen. I like it.
Yeah, let me put this up because that is amazing. So do both YouTube and Facebook Live. Hey, thanks to Anna. This is the first live we had where Adam and I weren't scrambling literally 5 seconds before we went live. Okay.
So good.
So adding another medium on there may not happen right away unless Anna's getting on that. So no guarantees on doing a Facebook Live, but we will do this YouTube Live.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have up here. Oh, let me go up to our start. Our moderators are starting questions for us, and I haven't looked at them yet. First one we've talked about, Adam, how are you doing? Very worried about you and your uncle. Thank you for being concerned about us. I don't know. We talked about our reaction, but really, Adam, how do you feel like you're doing?
I don't know. I feel like I'm moving forward from where I was for sure. But there are days where there's some step back days. And I'm sure everybody goes through that. So, I think I'm doing good. I feel like I'm doing good. I'm, moving forward and, but yeah, there's been a couple days where it's been tough.
And y'all know I'm working with a couple therapists. Takes a village when you're really messed up. And, I feel like I'm in a really good place. And then this happens. And as Adam said, I, had kind of an emotional reaction to it. I don't mind that. I don't want to get over having emotional reactions. I don't want to get over feeling sad about this tragedy. Okay. I just don't want it to stop me from doing things I value. That's my definition of healing. If you remember when we talked about healing, I suggested that your conscience should tell you where you need to heal and what healing means, because it's so personal. It's so different for everyone. And that's why I decided for me that it means that I can heal when a tragedy in my life doesn't keep me from pursuing what I value in my life. And that's why I said when we were doing a live a couple of times ago, and someone mentioned something about just going in their closet and crying. I don't think that's bad. I just hope you don't stay there and have it stop you from pursuing your values in life. And that may not be your definition of healing or needing healing. That's what I'm going by. Everyone should find their own definition, but I think I'm there here. So I'm at that point, meaning here in my life. So I anticipate it's going to be really hard as the trials come up, and we're going to find out new things. It's going to be heart-wrenching and gut-wrenching and very emotional. A lot of tears, a lot of pain, but I think I know better how to embrace that and make it part of my life and keep pursuing what's important to me in life.
Yeah, I know people are like, how are you going to prepare for that? And I don't know if you do prepare for it, but you learn how to, once you get it, you learn how to deal with it. You know, whatever emotions that you have. Yeah, it's one of those things that as it comes and goes, that we'll just roll with the punches.
So, TD, if I'm saying that right, let me address this. Adam and I don't have much information for you because the family members involved don't want any publicity. Our family members, meaning the people getting Kylie's.
Please try again.
All of a sudden, Siri started talking to me.
Okay, Siri wants to get it. Siri wants to get involved in this.
Wants to get on the podcast.
She wants
but so we don't. The people involved don't have any plans yet, and they don't want all the media scrutiny that comes with plans. I know the last time I talked with Kay and Larry, they did share with me that they hadn't done a memorial service. They were waiting for Tylee's remains to be released, and then they would consider it from there. So I imagine it's a little early for both sides to make plans, and they may not want to make them public. So we'll talk about what we can talk about, but we can't represent the family members that are making those decisions.
Yeah, I think there's still a lot of division in our family. So it's not to the point where you can just call somebody and just chit chat, and it's I don't know, it's awkward right now. So yeah, we're not going to know. We probably won't know a lot for a while.
And by division, people aren't at each other's throats. It's not, but there's just a lot to work through here. There's a lot that's happened, and we're working on it as a family and inside the family. And
yep,
a lot of times we're taking long breaks from working on it and just, being ourselves when we're around each other and not dealing with it. And I know it's not healthy not to deal with it, but it's also not healthy to deal with it when
every time
everyone's not ready. Yeah.
Right,
And every
right,
time
yeah.
you get together, you don't want that, because then you can't build your normal relationship back. So we're
Right.
trying to find that balance in the family. So a little bit different subject, but I have something on this, Adam. I don't know if you do. Listening to the details of Ruby Franke, that just happened recently. That's here in my backyard in St. George. And Jody Hildebrandt, who is the key factor on this, Ruby Franke's going to testify against her. There are family members in our family that are still struggling with the effects of counseling they'd received from Jody Hildebrandt at some point. And when they're ready to tell their story, they'll come on the podcast and tell their story. But so Adam and I have said we aren't true crime people. We aren't going to follow every situation out there. I'm following this one a little bit because of the family members. I want to be supportive as I can for that. But that's their story to tell, not mine. So I don't have any more than that right now. Here's a wonderful Christmas present from Kate Callender. that'll go to either the Other Side Academy or to more books. And let me mention, someone mentioned that the foundation provides books. That'll be true when the foundation needs to. To date, y'all donating during these lives have provided enough money for all the books that we've sent out to people that don't have the money for books.
That's amazing.
Isn't that cool?
So cool.
So the foundation's willing to do it, but the foundation hasn't had to use its own funds yet because y'all have been donating and it's covered the books. But we want more people to get the books if they don't, if they don't have the money for it. But the people right here, thanks to donations like Kate's, people right here are providing those.
Somebody posted that they just got our book like 2 days ago. And they're like, "Oh, I finally can sit down and read the book." And some of you listening right now have read our book. Some of you have, you haven't read it or you don't want to read it. And there's all those things. But let us know. At least comment on, once you do read our book, what you liked about it or what you didn't like about it. Let us know. I'm just curious of what people think about the book that we wrote.
Please comment to us about what you didn't like. Please write a review on Amazon for what you do like.
Oh yeah, make a good comment on Amazon. I forget.
Right.
I forgot the business part of all that.
That's right. We do appreciate that.
Yeah.
And some people just got their books because the second wave that went out with the second wave of donations, I'll say, they go out medium mail, saves a little money so we can purchase more books. And so it's taken a while to get out. So some of you may have just gotten yours. Now we've sent out books to everyone for whom we have addresses that requested books that for whatever reason, we don't ask for a financial statement, for whatever reason, can't afford them right now. So if you haven't received one, let us know and let us know your address. And we still have the electronic books. What are those called? Kindles. We still have Kindle.
Yep.
And maybe by the end of December, Adam, here's another side trip. Maybe by the end of December, we'll have the Audible version of the book.
Oh.
But talking about someone needing prayers and going through the fires of adversity.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all know that our publisher, that one of our Optimists contacted us and said, "Hey, I'm a publisher. Let me help you with your book, or I'd be willing to help you with your book." And she and her staff have been wonderful, just wonderful to us. Jane Harris, but good grief, she has been going through it. And I'm almost afraid to contact her now because every time I do, it's a different tragedy. She lost a family member, a 21-year-old nephew of hers. And then the funeral for the nephew became a super spreader, and she and many others got COVID from that. And hers was a horrendous case of COVID. And so several weeks after that, I finally thought, well, maybe, I heard from her son that she's on the mend. So I contacted her and she said, "Yeah, I just got back from the doctors. I have pneumonia." Thought, good heavens, woman, can't you share some of these tragedies so other people can grow from adversity? So keep Jane Harris and her family in your prayers, please, in your good thoughts. However you send energy, healing energy to someone, please continue doing that for Jane. And, there are a lot of people that need it, and y'all are great at that.
But like we talk about this a lot is in this podcast too, with our tragedies in our lives. And like sometimes it's raining and it just pours. Like you think you see some sunlight. Oh, I got over this, and then something else happens. And I don't know why this happens in life, but it's just one of those things that we have to watch out for and prepare for or endure, I guess.
Okay. And during our lives, we go back and forth, serious topics, ones that aren't quite as serious, Adam.
Yeah.
Maybe relating to what you said.
I want to hug a cow.
Look at the warning she
llamas, gave. Don't spill you. Be bugging.
They do spit. You have to be careful.
Yeah. Wait, cows or llamas?
Llamas.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid of llamas after watching Napoleon Dynamite. I'm not sure. Something went wrong with that.
That movie scared you?
Yeah, well, llamas are kind of a scary thing, a little bit. Goats, I'm okay with goats. And cows, I don't think are, but yeah, I do want to hug a cow, so I can't wait till we do goat yoga next Friday.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Jewel Gazer asked this question, and it brings up a good point. I know, and we've talked about this before in lives. Don't we wish that Chad and or Lori would just plead guilty
Oh gosh,
and
why are
not
they
have to
fight?
go through
There's
the
they
whole?
know what they did, or at least hopefully I hope they think that I know that they know what they did, but jeez, it's just
But
like so much.
on the other hand, we are looking forward to a lot more information. And I want to answer, there's still so many questions. I hope we get some of them answered.
Yeah.
So that's the case with Ruby Franke. She pled guilty. She expressed remorse, something we never saw from Lori and probably won't see from Chad. And so maybe Jody Hildebrandt will plead guilty also, and it'll spare us all the drama that will otherwise be involved in that. Adam, I'm going to let you take this next one. I know you're going to have some thoughts on this. Oh no. Okay. Moderators, could you just get that last question? I unstarted accidentally. So Anna, would one of you get it? It's the one about the question about abandonment. I didn't unstart intentionally, obviously. I want to talk about it.
You got so excited about a question.
I did.
You're like, oh,
So in the meantime, Adam, Joy asks, when are you coming to Sacramento?
Sacramento. Oh my. Yeah. When am I coming to Sacramento? It's a good question. I used to live there. Rex used to live there. We both lived there for a while.
And Joy doesn't care about this, but I'll probably be in Sacramento before Adam. There's some professional work I'm going to be doing in Sacramento.
Well, I'm going with you then. When is it?
Hey, okay.
I'm going to hide in your suitcase.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to have a meeting about it next week. And it's supposed to start in January and last for a while. So,
all right. Well, maybe we could do it. If we both go to Sacramento at the same time, maybe we can do a live in Sacramento.
Oh, of course we will. We'll do a meet and greet and meet whoever is there in Sacramento that wants to get together.
Yeah.
Griffin, yes, we will live stream the goat yoga. So you will see actual goats jumping on Adam and my G kids and whoever else is there.
I love animals. I just love them.
My daughters will be there. In fact, I'll intentionally put my daughter Kaylee on the screen. She doesn't necessarily want to come on the podcast, but that's the artist who did the cover for our book. The cover for our book, most of you have heard, is a wood burning that Kaylee did for Colby. And the original was of Colby, Tylee, and JJ walking into the ocean. It's a back view. And we took Colby out for all the reasons we talked about before for the book cover. But I'll put Kaylee on there so you can see. Kaylee. So she'll be there. My bonus daughter won't be there, but my 4 daughters will. Well, Kimmy won't be there. 3 of my daughters will be there. Go yoga. So you'll see more relatives than you probably want to. Okay, here's the question. Thank you for finding that. I don't know who did it, Anna, if you did, or Missy, whichever one of you did. Thank you, team moderators. So, Adam, how do I heal from feelings of abandonment? It affects me so much at Christmas, and you've talked a lot about this, Adam. So I want to give you the first shot at. I have a good life with my husband and kids. It's just at Christmas I feel empty inside for the parents I never knew.
Yeah, it can be. Christmas can be, like I said previously, it can be one of those times where, and I just read a comment from somebody, and it wasn't on our Facebook group. It was just somebody in just a regular Facebook comment on one of my scrolls. And they said, I can't believe how hard Christmas is the second year I've lost my mom. So the first year without your mom, Christmas went. And then the second year, this year, is worse than the first year as far as, all the feelings come back. And um, I don't know. For me, I have to go to a place where I start thinking about the great things that I had with the people that I miss. Um, and the fun times that I've had with, or even Christmases that I've had with them. Um, and so or I put on like some great music that really touches my soul, that helps me change my mood. Whenever I get into that feeling of abandonment, or I get depressed, or I feel alone, or any of those things, I got to change immediately, because if I allow that to just keep going, I've told Rex this before. There's been days when I was in St. George where I just stayed in my house and didn't leave the house. And I'm not a depressed person. I've never been depressed. I've always had like outgoing and doing all that stuff. But there were some times where that had hit me, and I let it get the best of me, where I would do like 2 or 3 days and I just want to talk to anybody. I just shut off all the lights. I just stayed in my house, in my room. So to the one of the answers to the question is, I would say do something that's going to make you happy. Do, like, for me, I would just go out and play pickleball, or I would listen to music that makes me happy, or watch a movie that I love, or call somebody that I need to talk to or want to talk to. Those are the things that I think. I know they're general, but those seem to help during this time of the year.
And Ellie, I don't know if it helps you at all, but if you're looking at the comments, you are not the only one here that is feeling that, or that has felt abandoned, or as a lot of kind of trauma around the Christmases. Look at the comment, Deborah Burton having still has scars that's 59 years old. Okay. And there are just a lot of touching comments there. So I won't even put them all up on the screen, but I think you've touched a common emotion amongst the group. And I hope that's just helpful to you, that you're helping other people just by bringing that up, and people can comment on it, and it's a safe place to do that. And you're getting hugs. Okay? So
Come and go to Goat Yoga and hug a cow. You'll feel great.
well, not funny you mentioned that, Adam. Did you see this from Lindsay? Lindsay must be back from snowboarding. Hug a cow, new merch idea noted.
Oh, by the way, which probably we should talk about real quick. The Optimist merchandise store is open. You can, well, I don't know how soon you'll be able to get these for Christmas, but you can get.
Mine are at the mail place right now waiting for me. The ones I ordered just, when was it? Monday or so?
Yeah.
So they come out pretty quickly. Not in time for Christmas at this point, but
yeah,
they're waiting for me. Sorry, go ahead. I interrupted.
I was just saying there's some cool Optimist merchandise that you can buy: hats, hoodies, t-shirts, and they got some quirky things that Rex and I have said on the podcast. And then there's some that are just, say Optimist, and some of the quotes or something. So there's a variety of different stuff on there. If you want to buy something, that if you like the podcast and you want to wear something that represents the podcast, it's available. Now, again, I don't know how you get to I just got a link sent to me, so I have no idea. Lindsay, you're gonna have to post a link in YouTube, or somehow get some information to Anna to tell us to talk about on the podcast, because I don't even know how to get to the merch store.
Wait a minute. That was my Christmas present to you. I gave you a gift certificate for the merch store, and you don't even know how to get on?
No.
On.
I do not know. I'm definitely not buying anything with my face on it. I can tell you that right now. I am going to buy a Sexy Rexy socks if they're available.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they're there. I didn't see anything, Evans. Maybe mine is blocked. Okay. So here, let's see. Where did it go? I was going to put a comment up. Let Colleen in the Facebook group. I guess Colleen commented that she usually doesn't come on Facebook, but she joined Facebook to get in the group. And now I can't find the comment.
Oh, no.
And they said, let Colleen in the group. Well, of course they will. I asked them last night during the Facebook Live with Kimberly and Lindsay. I asked if they had kicked anyone out of the Facebook group. They said no, they haven't had to. Everyone's just been kind. And I've got to say this, good heavens. I was reminded for some reason this post came back up to the top yesterday, and I read through it, and I remember there was a conversation between two of you optimists, and one person disagreed with the other a little bit. And one of them reminded, hey, this isn't the place for this kind of, they said it nicely, like this kind of argument or negative or whatever it is. The other person, they ended that exchange with a hug. They send each other a hug. That is not the social media that we know.
No, it's opposite.
When two people disagree, they exchange their thoughts and then they end with a hug. That is not the norm in social media. I love this group.
And I want to mention something about the Facebook Live last night because somebody sent Lindsay, I think it was Rachel, sent Lindsay Taylor Swift something outfit or hoodie or something, and she was sporting it last night. And that's one optimist sending another optimist something, in the mail and going back and forth. I think there's friendships that are being built here. So yeah, those are all cool moments. But I think I have something better, Rex, than Lindsay's Taylor Swift. Hold on, look at this. Taylor Swift.
We should probably be afraid of this.
Hold on. So
in the meantime, let's welcome consistent.
Remember Ed? I was living with my friend Ed.
Yeah.
And he has a dog named Sophia, and this dog fell in love with me. Like every time I came home and sat on the couch, the dog came running to me, and they were both in awe that their dog loved me more than them. Well, they were just in awe every time, and she would just come over and love on me and all that. Well, I opened a present. They put her picture on pajama pants, and so now I have Eddie's dog, Sophia. And these are legitimate pajama pants. Look at her face. Look how funny this is. So I think I one-upped Lindsay with her Taylor Swift hoodie. There you go, Lindsay.
Okay, so Adam, the next step is you have to tell Ed about the merch store so he can go on and buy something with your face on it.
And he's got to wear it around. That's what I want. Ed, you need to wear
the dog. For the dog.
Oh, for the dog to put. Yes. No way.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I don't know if we have any dog merch on there.
No, but they can.
Extra small shirt and just put it on the dog. All right.
They can adjust, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we aren't saying you need to do dog stuff on the merch store, you guys. That's not.
No, this was just a one-up you because you got something cool from.
No.
It's no.
I wanted to point out consistent insomniac here for the first time to a live. So welcome. She always listens.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, today's Saturday. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Who knows? People are out doing stuff. And so, but Rex and I want to be consistent with the podcast. We want to do a podcast on Tuesday and either a live on Saturday or Sunday. So this is the routine that we're moving for.
But we do not want to be a pet placement place, but this was just cute. Colleen's trying to get rid of her guinea pigs.
Oh man, I've never had guinea pigs, so I don't know. They're snuggly though. I do need a snuggle. I need a snuggle buddy. So maybe I might get a guinea pig.
Okay. And Adam, we have to have a pickleball question.
Oh yes.
Constant Insomniac that we just welcomed. She said, "What in the world is pickleball?" First of all, where are you from, Constant? Consistent, I mean. Where are you in the world?
There's some countries that don't know about pickleball. I know when we first started talking about pickleball, even people here never heard of it in the United States, but Australia was a big place. Like our listeners in Australia, they're like, we don't even know what pickleball is. It's the fastest growing sport in America.
She's from a different country, Adam. She's from Missouri.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah, I actually almost moved there before I moved here. Missouri is what we call it.
Missouri.
Yes, I was going to move to St. George or no, St. Joe, Missouri.
St.
Um,
Joseph.
yeah, St. Joseph, right? So, pickleball is the fastest growing sport in America. It's a mix between like tennis and ping pong, except for there's a kitchen that you can't go into the kitchen on certain cages. It's a lot. It's a long story, but it plays with the paddle and like a wiffle ball. But you can YouTube it and you can watch some really good matches because I think I'm on a few of those. You might be able to see me play. I'm not sure.
All right. Like to see that. He is very good. And the same consist. I thought I'd put this up because it's not a follow up. It's her just expressing some kind thoughts about being on the podcast journey.
Love it. Well,
So,
thanks for finding us. Thanks for joining us. Another thing too is like if you have friends that or coworkers that you think need, maybe to have something positive go on in their life. I feel like our podcast is about positivity. I think our Facebook group is about positivity. And those things, I know there's people out there that need that in their life. So spread the word and let them know about us.
very timely here. Have y'all done part 2 of the Denise interview yet? We finished that mere moments before the live today. It'll be posted on Tuesday.
Denise did she did a great job again. And I want to thank Denise again for accepting my invitation for her to come on, because when you hear part 2, I think it will help a lot of people how to deal with what she went through. And some of you have been through similar things that she has been through.
So yeah, and it was beautiful. So that'll be up the day after Christmas, Judy.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's I'm not familiar with Overdrive, Hedgehog in Space. Quite the name. But we do have the audio version of the book coming out, so the library people can read or hear it too. So I'm not familiar with that program, Overdrive, but if a standard audio version fits that program, Overdrive, that'll be available hopefully by the end of this month. But again, our publisher, it's a family operation, and that family is pretty overloaded right now, and
they're going through it.
The son Aiden that's doing the work on it is doing a little bit of everything, and he's helping us out in several areas. I'm sure his plate is overflowing. He's always kind to get back to us and be patient with us, and so if a regular audio version fits Overdrive, that'll be as soon as they can get it done, will be the answer to that one. Yes, TD needs Adam and Rex socks too. Man, that person is in sad shape.
Somebody was just mentioning that to me, like all guys get socks for Christmas. I like socks. I think that's a good present.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was complaining, all guys only get socks. I was like, guys probably like socks. I love socks.
Yeah, I love this. I love this statement by Missy. This is true. We all had, and I believe she's talking about the entire Optimist group. We all have respect and love for each other. That's just that's not that common in the social media world.
Not at all. This is the first for me that I've ever seen like a place where you can go and really just be positive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, without worrying about getting trolled for it.
Right. Or being judged. That's the one thing that I know that, Rex and I talked about this on one of the early podcasts about you're never going to find judgment from us. We're not here to judge anybody. We're here to accept people and love them. And, whatever you're going through in your life, we want to be a support group for you. Okay. Remember to hit the like. See, we don't do the good stuff. You're supposed to donate and hit the like button and subscribe to our podcast. Just letting you know. I don't know where all those buttons are, but I'm sure you can see them wherever you're watching this.
Here's an interesting comment, Adam. Okay. Can you see that?
Yeah. Read it out loud. Let's see. Rex and Adam.
Amazing how the podcast has changed directions 360, maybe 180, but 360 since you started out. It was your healing. Now it's ours. How cool is that as a statement? Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
appreciate
it's still
that.
our healing. Yeah, still ours.
Yeah, we're still healing, and I'm glad that so many other people can find some kind of healing from our podcast or a book or the Facebook group or whatever it is. I love that we're all coming together, and this is a community, and it's growing, and I think it's great, and I think it's going to help a lot of people.
I agree. Here's a question from Ellie again. Thanks for the advice. She feels a bit starstruck. I know when I talk to Adam, I do too. I get that.
What?
Unfortunately, well, I've been in your studio when you've been the big radio DJ, the personality, and then I've been there at watching you play pickleball, when you're the man and you're winning all the medals. So I get feeling starstruck. I understand.
Please, I get Star Trek around you.
Well, yeah, of course, because my wife. Everyone thinks I don't know what it is about him, but man, he must be something.
He's got to have something going for him. Look at her.
Exactly. Unfortunately, Christmas is not the same for everyone. I find it really tough. There's a whole lot of people like this, Ellie. Christmas is just tough for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Um, those that feel really close to the reason for the season, to Jesus Christ, can always find comfort in that. But for a lot of people, there's so much past family drama, or maybe it's not a religious holiday for you. Because, when you're here in the States, a lot of people celebrate it, even if they aren't Christian, because that's part of our culture here. And so it doesn't have the same healing attribute that it does for people that feel close to Jesus Christ. And then you attack on or attach to that all the drama some families have. It's a really tough time. Or a loss around Christmas time. It's just a
Well,
touch time.
I'll say this about Ellie. Christmas time. I remember when my family wasn't talking to me during the whole Lori situation. And usually my family would all get together at Lori's house for Christmas and just had the best time playing games and eating and laughing. And Rex has been part of many of those.
Yeah.
That, when my family stopped talking to me during the whole Lori thing, I didn't have that to go to. And I just wished, gosh, I just hope Christmas goes and comes fast. Like, I didn't want to celebrate it. I don't want to be, think about it. I know exactly how you feel. I was like, gosh, I cannot wait till the day after Christmas, because then I don't have to think about, going and doing that. So I know exactly how you feel. And just sometimes we just have to endure it, and it's terrible sometimes. And I don't know if we can make Christmas even better for you, or if you can even make it better for you.
Okay, but I will end here. We only have a few minutes left. I've got to tell a story on your family, Adam, about Barry and Christmas.
Okay.
You know right where I'm going, don't you?
Yes, I do. My dad's timing is off. It's just, he knows it's off. It's just off.
But we love him for this. But we had a lot of family events at Adam's house. They had a nice house, pool, and all that. So we were holding Christmas Eve there and getting the family together. And you'd have programs, and you'd do the whole nativity scene, and the kids would play the parts. And so everyone's coming over to the Cox's house, and Janice, Adam's mother, runs out to the store for something. She comes back, and Barry is vacuuming pine needles out of the section where the Christmas tree was. And Janice says, "Where's the Christmas tree?" And Barry said, "A lot of people are coming over. I threw it outside so we could make some room for people."
It was dying anyways. He said it was dying anyways. Like, we're having Christmas Eve without a Christmas tree. Really?
So much for the tradition there. That's just the way things were sometimes there. That was just that house is just a wild, chaotic, fun time, especially for me being, I was the same age difference from my sister Janice to my niece Stacy.
Oh, right.
So I was right in between that. So I spent a lot of time there. Just some wonderful, wonderful memories there.
Yeah.
With the serial killers and their family. Yeah, as it turned out. Of course, we didn't know that at the time.
No.
Okay. We had just a couple minutes left, Adam. I'll see if there are any last minute comments, but is there any closing remarks from you?
I just want everybody to have a Merry Christmas, and whatever situation you're in during Christmas, whether you have a bunch of family members that you love to go to and have a great time, I hope you have the best time, because I remember some of my fondest times were during that time, and then some of my worst times were when I didn't have that. So I understand both sides of it, whatever side you're on, and so just know that you're never alone. Rex and I, you can email us anytime. You can, reach out to us on Facebook, or if you're feeling like really bad or really alone, let us know something. This is the time of year during Christmas where, I know if you don't believe in Jesus, that's fine too. But the things that Jesus stands for, even if you don't believe, if he was a fictitious character, or you don't believe that he was around or any of that, the principles that he has: love, hope, charity, forgiveness, those, even if you don't believe in him, those things are some of the greatest things that we have, that we can use during this time of the year. So keep all those in mind, and try to love each other. I guess that's my Christmas speech.
Boy, I don't have anything better than that, so I'm not gonna try. I'll use Julia's words for Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you for the donations. Those donations, since they're even amounts, will be matched by the foundation and turned over to the Other Side Village, which we'll hear more about in January. So thank you all for being part of this big YouTube group. Someone mentioned YouTube group. I love that.
Yes, I like a YouTube group too. We get a Facebook group and a YouTube group. Then we battle back and forth.
It's the same people, though.
Oh, sorry.
So yes, thank all of you for being a part of it.